Hi everyone, this is Shirley from ShopUps, and in this tutorial I will walk you through our Etsy and Shopify app. But this is not an ordinary tutorial because we're super excited to share that ShopUps is not just another app in the Shopify marketplace, but we also got the badge, so we are certified built for Shopify app. Yes, those are super exciting news. We worked very hard to achieve this badge, so we're super proud of it to give you the best experience that Shopify expects to give her customers. Okay, so let's get started. Just so you know, ShopUps has additional apps, eBay and Amazon importer apps. Those apps import listings from the marketplaces into Shopify. So let's get started. ShopUps really support multiple capabilities. We support export, import listings, manage orders, bulk update, and we even support multiple stores. Yes, we support 2 stores, primary and secondary. In the primary, we allow you to export listings to both primary and secondary from Shopify to Etsy. And all the other capabilities are supported in the primary store. So let's get started. Let's just dive in. So our goal is really to make your Shopify your source of truth, so you can manage all of your Etsy's orders inside Shopify. You can create your new listing in Shopify and export them into Etsy. But we also provide you, some clients prefer to create their listings inside Etsy and import them into Shopify. I will show you how it can be done. Each of our capability is standalone. You don't need to activate all of those capabilities. You can use just specific capabilities that fit for your needs. We support all kind of merchants, custom-made, suppliers and dropshipping, and print on demand. Okay, so we provide variety of capabilities that will address your needs. Okay, so SKU. Before we will start to show you how our app behaves, it's super important to understand what SKU is. Okay, SKU, it's the unique identifier of your listing. You can set, if you don't have variation, then you will have just one SKU. If you will have variation, then you need to set unique SKU per variation. So if I have a red shoe with multiple sizes, for each size, I need to provide unique SKU. Okay, you have SKU both on Etsy and also in Shopify. You can see here the SKUs. And it's important for it to be unique in the same listing. You can reuse the same SKU on different listing, but in the same listing, you cannot use the same SKU on different variations. So if you have those red shoes in November sale and in bestseller, you can reuse this SKU on different listings. Okay, that's fine. So let's get started with the import listing with just one click. Okay. So SKU, in order to import your listings from Etsy to Shopify, you don't have to set SKU, but this is highly recommended to set SKU before you will import, because going forward, you will start managing your listings on 2 stores. So in order to identify and to link between those 2 listings, to make sure that you're not out of stock, to make sure that your order imported as expected, you need to have those SKUs. So it's super important to set SKUs, although it's optional in the import process. Now let's see the demo of the import listings. Right now, I will show you how you can get into the app, Etsy Integration ShopUps. This is the app. Now I will click on Inventory. So this is our export listing wizard. Okay, we provide you 3 options. Okay, Three options to import your listing. One is based on category. Okay, in Etsy you have categories. I can show you. If, for example, I'm in this listing, then you have this category. So if I want to import a specific category, then I can select this category. I can also select the type of Etsy state, as you can see here. On Etsy, in listings, you have here the status. So this is the state. And then I need to provide Shopify category. To what category in Shopify I want to import those listings. Same goes for Shopify location and Shopify collection. Okay, note that this is the required field. You have to select a collection that this listing will be associated to. Okay, and you can also have the option either to include the tags that are set on Etsy into Shopify. You can uncheck this as well. You can also select the option to export up to 100 variations in case that you have more. So we will just provide the first 100. Avoid duplicates. Okay, this is what I was talking about regarding SKUs. If the listing with this SKU already exists on Shopify, then we want you to avoid from creating those duplicates. So you can check this option so you will not get duplicates in Shopify. Now another option is import by listing ID. So if right now I will access one of the listings that I have, in the URL you can see here, this is the listing ID. Okay, so I can just copy paste this and import based. So if you are within the ongoing import, like every other day you want to import a new listing that you just created, you don't need to select the entire category or the section that I'm going to show you. You can select this specific listing ID and just import it. Okay, it's much easier if you have just, several listings and you don't want to import right now like 100 listing in a batch. Okay, same things to fill, and you can also import by section. This is the section that you have on Etsy. On Etsy you have those sections. So if it's easier for you to import based on it, go ahead. This is also a new capability that we just offer. Okay, so you have all those options. You can import. Let's try by listing ID. Okay. Import listing now. I want to import. Now the progress bar will work. As you can see here from previous imports, I have failed and succeeded. So failed, it's when I try to import a listing that this SKU already exists. So I can click here on the error message, as you can see here. I'm just clicking on the text to be able to view. As you can see, the progress bar completed successfully. Now I can click here on the refresh, and then I will be able to view the latest update. It takes several seconds to show the latest update. So right now, when there is any error, I can see here that I already have this SKU. This is why it did not create it. And this listing, when I try to import, it has been created. So I have here the Etsy listing, and I have here the Shopify listing. I can click, I can open and view my listing inside Shopify admin and make the relevant adjustments that I want. Okay, so this is the import. You can see that we import the title, description, images, videos, the category that you selected, all the inventory. You can see here the quantities, the variations. So you have here all of the information that we imported. Okay, so this is basically how it works. Okay, so right now I can create, and then you can see here I was able to import it. Okay, so this is the import listing wizard. Now let's move forward. Okay, so those are all the information that we're importing. You can see SKU, quantities, variations, tags, location, price, weight, all of the information that Etsy provides, we import it. Perfect. Now let's move into the export listings. So export listing, this is basically the best practice. Why is this the best practice? Because Shopify is your source of truth. So going forward, it's highly recommend to start creating your listings on Shopify. When we will create them, the listings will be exported into Etsy draft. Okay. By the way, with the import, we also import it to Shopify. As you can see here, to Shopify draft. And also when we export it into Etsy draft. Okay, this is the status. So notice this. Okay, you can see here the draft. So we also import all the relevant information, videos, title, description, price, quantities, all of the relevant information. And when you export, so this is required now, okay? Because our goal is that you will be able to start managing both of your stores, okay? So SKU is required. You have to make sure before you're exporting your listing to set SKUs to all of your Shopify listings and variations, okay? Fixed shipping profile. You need, in order to make this export, you need to make sure that you have fixed shipping profile. Now, Etsy provides different settings per country. Okay, so maybe you will have a bit different layout than what I have. I will go into Etsy store. In Etsy, you have here delivery settings. Okay, maybe in your end it's different. You can use ChatGPT or another tool to look exactly for your, based on your location, how to create it. But it's very common across different region. So maybe it's a bit different, but not that. So you have here processing profile. Okay. This is, as you can see, something rather new that they added. And you also have the delivery profiles. Okay, so delivery profiles, it's the shipping profile. Okay, where you can click here to create. You can see here I have label fixed, and there is also an option for calculated. Okay, so I need to make sure that this is fixed. Let's go into the settings. For example, I have here a weight. It's not calculated. And here I need to make sure that my settings are set to the fix. So I have delivery service. Each country has its own settings. But what is most important is that you will create it fixed and not calculated. Okay, so it will not, this is the requirement in order to create this listing. Etsy also provides you processing profiles. Okay, you usually have default, but make sure that you also have processing profile and that it's set. Okay, because we need to select it when you're creating the listings on Etsy. So make sure that it's fixed and not calculated, okay, in the delivery profile. and processing profile, make sure that you have it. Okay, you would need to select it in the wizard as well. Okay, what is important is what you'll charge, fixed price. Okay, so this is basically it. Okay, so in the wizard you have the shipping profile that you need to select and processing profiles. Important thing to note is that SKU has to be there. Price, you need to put price that is more than 2 cents. Quantity, super important, okay? If you print on demand and you have unlimited stock, Etsy needs to receive quantity between 1 to 999. So it's either that you will go into Shopify and update the quantity from unlimited or from 0 to a number between 1 to 999, or in the export listing you can set any number that you want for all of your exported listings. I will show you how it gets done. Shipping profile, also fix, and tags. You can also export up to 13 tags, okay, per listing. So in each listing you can have up to 13 tags. Each tag can be set up to 20 characters, okay, and it also has all kind of limitation. My tip for you is use AI tools to generate tags that will increase your SEO in Etsy, okay? Super important and very easy, okay? Just write whatever AI tool that you're using, either Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, it doesn't matter, okay? Tell them I have this and that listing. I want to create tags for Etsy. Boom, it will show you all of the relevant tags. Just want to mention, okay, tags on Shopify are not the same as Etsy. Etsy is more for SEO, and in the Shopify, the tags are meant to organize your store, okay? So it's for two different purposes. This is why I highly recommend use AI today. It's great tool. My tip from me to you. So in the export, we also provide the option to export into 2 Etsy stores. Okay, this is the capability that we provide to customers that has 2 Etsy stores, and now you need to export to both stores. You don't need to add additional app for that. You don't need to make additional settings or configurations. Just select the Etsy store that you want and export into that. Really time saver. Okay, about the stores, just so you know, you can see both of your Etsy stores. We will not dive into this. I have a different tutorial about this, but just so you know, in the connection, in case you have more than one, here I have just one. So I have primary, and if I will connect another Etsy store, I will have secondary. I can export to both. Okay, all other capabilities like quantity update, order sync, those are not supported in the secondary. Primary and secondary can be used only to export listings. Okay. Now let's see a real demo. Okay, now I can export new listings, and I can also say, okay, I want to update price. I have 2 options in the export listing wizard. Either export, meaning creating new listing on Etsy Craft, or if I want to update Etsy listing price, why the update of the price is here? Because it's based on SKU. Okay, you may have the same variation, the same SKU in 2 different listings, in multiple listings, and you want to adjust the price. Okay, so it's based on SKU, and not based on listing ID. This is the reason. So the export listing, now I can say, okay, I want to export into whatever Etsy category I want. Etsy shipping profile, again, you need to have some kind of a fixed shipping profile. Processing profile, again, select it. Shopify listing, this is the most important thing, okay? Here you can select the specific Shopify listings that you want to export, okay? Let's say, for example, I want to export Patrick. Okay, my favorite dog. I want to be able to export it. Now, or I can select to export one or multiple of my collections, okay? But note that those are the listings that you're gonna export, okay? So let me write Patrick. I want to export him. Okay, include weight. Okay, now this is something that you need to know, okay? I recommend not to export the weight because it seems that when you export the weight into Etsy, then you're not able, if you have fixed shipping profile, the ability to update this listing on Etsy. I recommend, if you can avoid it, don't export it. Again, if you're going to use calculated, then it's fine. But there is also an info here. Do not export product weight if you use fixed shipping profile. Okay, it is used for the calculated. And also tags, because of all the limitation that I mentioned about tags, you have to have it up to 13 tags and 20 characters per tag. Not all the time it's aligned with whatever you already have in Shopify. So you either need to go and make the relevant adjustments in Shopify, or you can just choose not to include tags. Okay. Now, fixed quantity. As I mentioned, if you're print on demand, if from some reason you have unlimited stock to your listing, Etsy requires you to set a number between 1 to 999. Okay, so if you have unlimited stock, I recommend to use this. Okay, you can decide how many quantities you want, but use this option. Then you don't need to go and update inside of your Shopify listing the quantity. And also we have this tool, use Shopify price. This is a price adjustment, also something new that we added. So you can either use Shopify price as is, or you can say, I want to increase the price by 10% increase, not rounding, or round up, or round down. Okay, we provide all kind of capabilities to export. Now, before I will do this export, I just want to make sure that I don't have Patrick listing here, so I will not get this error. Let me see. As I mentioned, we don't export listing that already exist in order not to create duplicates for you. So I will click on export now. Okay, now the progress bar will work. Now we're trying to export this listing. If you have multiple listings, then of course you will also see the progress bar that is filled. And then you also have here the refresh history. Okay, so we will let it work a bit. Okay, so you see that it's been completed. You can also click on the result. It takes a few seconds to see the results. We can go into Etsy, also refresh the page, and see if we're now able to view Patrick. Okay, Perfect. So this is the listing that I exported. Amazing, really. You have all the images, the video. You have here the title, description, all the variations. Okay. You have here again the price, the quantity. As you recall, you can also increase the price or make any adjustments that you want. All the relevant information is here, category, the shipping profile. All of the information is here with just one click. Okay, perfect. Now you can see here that it is success. If I had a failure, then in the message, I would have here the starting of the message. I need to click here. Then I will be able to see a dialogue, exactly like we had in the import. Okay, here you can click, by the way, start. You don't really need to use this import. Think history. So it kind of behaves the same in the import and export. So if I have any error, just click here, see the full error message, okay, in the sync history. So it behaves the same in the import and export. Okay, perfect. So this is how we exported Patrick. If you want also to see it side by side, you can also look for Patrick. So you can see how it looks in Shopify. Okay. So this is our listing with the video, the image. You have your all the variations. Perfect. Okay. Great. So this is really the export listing. Now let's move on to our next topic. Okay, we will not dive into the additional store. Now quantity sync. Quantity sync is super important topic. In order for you not to oversell, you need to make sure that all of your SKUs has the same quantities. Now we provide three options for quantity. Let me go into inventory. Inventory is our screen where you can view, get insights, and manage all of your listings with the right quantities. Okay, you can see here I have Patrick food, for example. So you can see here the listing with all of its SKUs, and you can see also the quantities. Okay, right now it's not aligned. Okay, but if we're able to start with the quantity update, then all of the quantities will be aligned. Okay, so this is the before. In addition, you can select here the location. You see here, you have location. Some clients has multiple warehouses and they want Etsy to sync with just one or multiple specific warehouses. So we provide you the option, and you can also view based on this location. This is super powerful capability. You can also filter here by specific SKU and review the quantities. Okay. I also highly recommend to export quantities. It will send you an email, a CSV file with all of your SKUs and quantities. You can see, by the way, if they are missing, for example, like here, you see, this SKU exists only on Etsy and not in Shopify. So you can find, it's a great way to find listings that their SKU is missing. If you have this, it means that you have this SKU and it's in multiple Shopify listings. Okay, so this is why you have this array of quantities. Okay, so this is one thing to note. Now, we talked about SKU. It's super important. Make sure that you have SKUs to all of your listings and variations. We provide bi-directional sync, and we also provide one direction from Etsy to Shopify. Another direction is from Shopify to Etsy. Let me show you all the options that we provide. In the advanced settings, you have here all the relevant directions. See, this is the default bi-directional. Bi-directional, it means that when you're getting sales or updating your quantity on Etsy, we will update Shopify, vice versa, so you will not oversell. But if you're saying, for example, my Shopify is the latest, I don't want Etsy to update Shopify, then select this option. If you want Etsy only to update Shopify quantities, then select this option, okay? And here you can also select if you want to update this SKU in all of your locations or just in one specific location, okay? So let's move forward. So if you will see this red sign in the inventory page, it means that this listing doesn't include SKU in Shopify. Okay? It means that it is missing in Shopify. So if you do want to have this listing in Shopify, please go ahead and create it. It's also super important for order sync because we're able to import order only if all the SKUs on Etsy also exist in Shopify. If the SKU doesn't exist in Shopify, we are not able to replicate this order. So this is the missing SKU sign. A duplicate SKU, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see this comma separator. It means that this SKU exists on Etsy with this quantity, and it exists in Shopify in those quantities. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, this is the initial sync. So first time when you're getting into ShopUps, we will tell you, hi, welcome. Now please select the relevant direction that you want. It's either bi-directional sync, as I mentioned, or one way. Just it's important to click on export quantities before you're doing this operation. We will go over all of your listings, both in Shopify and Etsy, and update based on your solution, so all of your quantities will be aligned. Okay, so the common thing is when really order is coming in Shopify, then the quantity is updated, and we will update Etsy, vice versa. So, or you can also manually do this. So this is the quantity update, the direction and location, as I mentioned. So you can set in the advanced settings the direction and select the location. Tips and tricks. So use the export quantities as I showed you. This is the CSV file that will be sent to you. You can clearly see the differences column, make the relevant adjustments so you will not have any typos. Maybe you will see if something is low in stock. It's really recommended to use this. Okay. Now let's talk about the reload listing. Okay. In the inventory, you also have the reload listing option. Okay. What it means is that each time when you're creating new listing on Etsy or on Shopify with a new SKU, we know it, okay? And we will make sure that the quantity will be updated automatically. But in order for you to view the latest listing that you created, then click on the refresh listing. Okay, it's just for you to be able to view it. We know it. Okay, you don't need to worry about it. If you don't see it, then click on refresh listing. It's a heavy operation because we're going and taking all of your data from Etsy and Shopify in real time. So this operation may take around 20 minutes or so. Use it only if you really need, if you added new SKUs and you want to be able to view the latest listing here. Okay. So let's move forward. Okay. So best practice is really use the bi-directional so you will not oversell. Again, it really depends on your needs. Sold out. Okay. Sold out. This is a special status on Etsy. Okay, if I will go to the listings, you will see in Etsy, you will see that you have sold out. Okay, when a listing is sold out on Etsy, we are not able to restock it or reactivate it via API. What you need, usually you can update all of your quantities in Shopify and we will update it. Sold out, this is the only status that you need to manually reactivate, okay? Renew it on Etsy, set the updated quantity, and we will update Shopify for you. All the others, you can update to Shopify, okay? So this is a special use case. Location, we talked about the location. You have your location set up. It depends on the warehouses that you have, the way that you manage your inventory. So we will not dive into it. Just so you know, you can select to update listings in a specific location, one or more. Okay. Now let's move forward. Now this is our latest and also greatest capability, bulk update. Okay, bulk update. It means that, let's say, for example, Shopify provides you some batch update, or you wanted to be able to make some changes. For example, in the title, we switched from 2025 to 2026. And now you edited your titles, your description, and you want to be able to update your listings based on that. A lot of time, images that you're making some adjustments, upgrades, you want to make sure that Etsy is aligned. So you have here our bulk update. Here you can see all of your Shopify listings. Okay, you have here refresh listing and suggest matches. Okay. For the first time, we're running these suggestions. Okay, we don't auto connect. This is the connection based on listing ID and not SKU. Okay, why is that? Because title is not based on SKU. SKU, as I told you, it can be based on specific variation. But title, description, and images, it's based on listing ID. So we will provide you some suggestion. You have the suggestion. We will provide you suggestions if you want to link it with a specific listing. So we're finding it based on matching SKU or a listing that you exported previously via our app. We will show you the suggestion. You can click here and link between those. So you will know if this listing is now connected. You have the ability to say, okay, now this listing is linked to Etsy. Okay, you can see here to what Etsy listing is connected. Okay, those are the suggested. This is the Shopify listing. This is Etsy. You can click here to view the specific listing. You can also add multiple Etsy listings if you want to connect. You can also search here based on Etsy title, SKU, or listing ID. And then I can say, okay, let's update Etsy. What do I want to update? The title, the description, the images, and then start update. I can update just one listing. I can also update multiple by clicking this. Okay, when I click on update Etsy, then it will update all of the selected listing. Okay, you can click on start update and it will start with the update. Okay, you can see here the progress bar. We will also have here the sync history when you can view the history if it's been updated or not. So as you can see, we allow to update title, description, and images. Very, very powerful and save timing feature. Okay, and later on you will have here in a few seconds the result of this update. Okay, so this is really great tool to use, highly recommended. Now let's move forward to our order sync price update. We also talked about it. Order sync. Okay, this is also really important. So if you're getting orders on Etsy and want to import them into Shopify, it is done, as I mentioned, based on SKU. You can see inside of our order page, okay? Let's go into the app, go into the orders page, okay? You can click to enable it, okay? From the time when you're starting to enable it, we're taking all of your new orders that were created 3 days ago, okay, and we will import them into Etsy. So this is our order page, and this is how it looks like once the orders are imported. You can see here the date. You can see here if there is any error message, you will see the red sign. If it's been imported successfully, you will see the red checkbox with the Shopify order ID that you can click and navigate to. Okay, now order sync. So as I mentioned, we replicate the new and paid orders. It has to be new and paid. You see here Etsy receipt and Etsy order ID. You will get all the relevant information, all of the listings with the price, with the quantity. Also, personalization is something new that Etsy changed recently, and we support the new personalization object. You can see here the orders. Here are all the orders, so you're able to view. The common issue is that SKU will be missing in Shopify. Then in order to resolve it, you just need to go into Shopify, update the listing with the relevant SKU, and click on the resync icon. Okay, this is in case of the order failed. Another tip is that you can go into orders inside Shopify and filter based on tags named Etsy, and then you can see all of our Etsy imported listings. Okay, I can show you inside Shopify. If I will go into orders, and then we can go here to the filter here on tag. Sorry, I got stuck. Try again. Okay, it's filter. I don't know why it doesn't open. Okay. Tags with, and then I can write here Etsy. Okay. And this is how you can find all of the orders that we imported for you. Okay. So this is also very powerful. In addition to our order page inside the app. Okay. So we are importing order amount. Okay. Now customer details for US based seller. Up to recently, you were able to import this information, but since of 1.5 years ago, Etsy decided to block US seller. So you're probably not, if you're a US based seller, this is Etsy limitation, and you're not able to get the customer details. So this is the order sync in the advanced settings. You also, let's go into the app, to the advanced settings, so I can show you all of the configurations that we offer regarding order sync. Okay, order sync, so you can import without the tax. Okay, some countries they don't want to be able to import the tax, they don't pay it, or they pay in a different way. We also added, this is a new capability, update committed quantity. Okay, so it's not just when we just update the available in the listing, but we also update the committed. Okay, this is a different attribute that Shopify provide. So you can also update this. Again, it's optional. You don't have to set it. It will also import without this capability. And it's also not part of the quantity update. Okay. So you can decide when you import the order into Shopify to also update the listing with the committed quantity. Okay. Duplicate handling, it means that if this SKU exists more than once in the store, you don't want us to import the listing, the order. Okay. So it's better to keep it off. Okay, this is it basically. The processing profile is also a new thing in our quantity sync, by the way. Just make sure that you have one processing profile, and it's better to set it here. So thank you very much. Keep me posted if you have any feedback you want to provide. You want us to give you a new capability. We always listen to your feedback. We love it. So reach out to me. This is my email. Happy to help you with any questions. Bye bye.